Hey guys, it's Simgie and welcome back to a new video. So today, we are going to probably look through a build I did when I was like 12 years old, which is this one, this beauty right here. I was 12 years old. Let's see how much better I can do 8 years later, because I'm 20 now. And we can just look through it first, see how the outside looks. And honestly, it doesn't look bad, right? I can see the attraction, right? But then, what is that right there? Like, it's nice and pretty, and then boom. What is this? I guess it's so awkwardly outside, if you get what I mean. It's just a box that's just outside. I could have done with maybe a chimney here, but instead there's like a stove instead, but we can restructure that another time. And then boom. Oh, it's not as flat as I remembered it to be. Kind of forgot that patch though. And then it's just flat and windows, and the very classic thing I used to do when I was 12 was to make the windows exactly the same height and same row and columns as each other. Very nice. But then the front, I think I copied what James Turner did, or the Sim Supply, known as back then, did when he did like this type of fence and then filled it up with just a bunch of flowers and grass and greenery and stuff, and some lights and some nice things. Like, yeah. What is this accent? I probably won't do this now. Have kind of like a closed off kitchen here where you have to go around and then into the kitchen and then cook into this little indent here. Probably have a chimney back here or something, and then maybe have the living room here and probably a kitchen here, or maybe move the kitchen here because this is quite big compared to the living room where it's so tight and cramped. Like, look at this. I probably wouldn't even have this separator in here. I'd probably have it more open. And red lamp. Why? That is hideous compared to this orange. Just why? Anyway, I'd probably not have this right by the window because you want to see outside the beautiful, beautiful view of the lake. Very nice, very nice. It's like contrasting wood colors, I guess. This is more cool tone, this is warm tone. Not that I knew that back then, obviously I was 12, but you know, gotta give yourself a break when you're 12, right? It looked good, and so I placed it. That's why. And then there's a questionable hamper here. Why would there be a hamper there and not in the bathroom? There's already a hamper in the bathroom, so why would I have another hamper outside of the bathroom? Like, when you have guests over, what do you expect them to do? Put their coats in the hamper so that you can wash it for them? And then there's two different kinds of bookcases. Why? Oh, dear God. Is this a... Yeah, it's a dishwasher. A dishwasher underneath the stairs, and underneath the stairs is also a display case, display shelf, display bookcase, display plate case thing. Okay, that's the downstairs done. No, wait, we haven't done the bathroom. The bathroom isn't so bad though. And I was a very big fan of mirrors because I lived, when I was 12, I lived in an apartment where there was basically mirrors big mirrors everywhere. So I was like, oh, I like this, I put it in. Very nice. And then a separate shower and separate bathtub that's not side by side, which I would do now, I think. And then this is just like sitting by the curtains. Probably would pull that out, for example. Well, yeah. Upstairs, there's a very, very tight corridor looking thing with a bunch of lights. Wall lights. Why? Onto the bedroom. So you come in and then you are greeted with, boom, a purple bed with this, which I find it to be not the best looking things anymore. I'd probably use the one that we got with the designer pack. I don't remember what it's called. I'd probably not use this painting. Why? This painting? And then over here, this isn't that bad. Honestly, I would have loved an L setup, an L desk setup. So with a really huge radio, by the way, which we don't really have now. Well, we have speakers now and connected via Bluetooth. Antique clock. Obviously, I was very into antiques when I was like 12 for some reason. And of course, there's a feather pen here. So what's her job? I don't know. Okay. And then there's another desk here with a vanity, which is so cozy. Honestly, I really like it. It's just, why is there a painting all the way down here? I probably would have opted with maybe another mirror, but there's already a mirror here, so. And there's another shower for some reason. Another shower bath here with a toilet. And it's, of course, full mirrors on the side here. Why?
When you just, if it's just one person living here, one or two people living here, why do you need a bathroom? Full bathroom setup. I probably would have done, now I probably would have done this as like, I don't know what it is, a 3x2 or a 4x4 maybe? Just smaller, and just have a toilet and a sink in there, probably.
That's it. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the exterior here, starting with that very big mistake that I made when I was like 12. That looks like, kind of like an outhouse that was supposed to be part of the house, so it's like an in-house. Anyway, I tried to match it with the brown that was already going on here, but then I realized the brown doesn't really suit the red, so I see that there's already white windows, and I thought that maybe we can just use that instead of the brown, which I think looks way better. It really ties everything in, kind of like a little gift ribbon. And I think the stone also makes it look more luxurious looking than the brown, which makes it just look so poopy, because brown is boop. At least brown to me reminds me of a pup. Well, I think that's the look I was going for when I was 12 anyway. What I find weird is that I used wooden pillars instead of something else. Maybe that was the only thing that was available 8 years ago in packs. And now we need to sort this window problem that I have, which is trying to make everything so symmetrical. It's weird. Where in nature, no, not nature, what am I talking about? Where in house nature do you see symmetrical windows? Probably in mansions, they would be more symmetrical, but why? It just looks so weird. And I could see I was trying to do different types of windows, but it ended up not really looking good with the Parenthood one I think I used first. These ones just look so good. It looks more breezy. It looks more like air can come in. I think when I made this, I lived in the Philippines, where there was a lot of this kind of architecture, or it's very open, you want more light to get in because you're in a very tropical, warm place. And I was also influenced by like European kind of structure, or Western, because I'm half Norwegian. And I can see I was trying to do that as well, and it doesn't fit, okay? It doesn't fit. And so now I know. So now we're going to do a thing that's my favorite thing to do, which is to put mirrors where you could see the sim going up the stairs. I think that looks really cool. I think it looks really classy, especially since I can tell that that's kind of the thing I was going for in this build when I was 12. I just didn't really know how to do it. But you know what? I learned throughout the years, and that's what this build is for. That is what we're doing now. Is doing 8 years later, what good thing can I do? So the one thing that has changed, I think, in the last 8 years is I am more into privacy. I am less of like the big windows and for people to see what's inside. Not that it matters in Sims anyway, but still it's like privacy. I did not know what that was when I was 12. You would see a lot of my builds and there's just windows everywhere instead of like, maybe that wall doesn't need to have windows everywhere. It's okay. That can be a blank wall and that's fine. Like you see on the right here, I will leave it alone because it doesn't need to have a window there. It doesn't need to be a full packed window. So I just decided to have a tree there instead. And spoiler alert, I'm going to use that one so that it fits more in the world, because that's the type of tree that you see around Newcrest anyway. And you can change that if you want. This is totally customizable for you if you want to change. I'm not going to get mad. It's okay. Just do it. All right, now we're going to start with the inside, which I think is very hideous. It's very weird layout. Like the living room is just so small. Why is it so small? And the kitchen and dining is the biggest part of the house. That made no sense to me. So we're going to change that and do more of an open plan. And also that downstairs bathroom is huge. It doesn't need to be that huge. So I turned it into like a 3x3 instead of a 4x3. Yeah, that's just way too big as a guest bathroom. If one person was living here and it has 2 bathrooms, that's very questionable. Who's gonna shower in the downstairs bathroom while you're on the upstairs bathroom? Your ghost? Like Casper? Hello? Anyway, I was having troubles finding out the layout for this place, but I figured it out in the end. Yes, you can see I changed the door there to the left so it has more of a better entrance feel instead of you come in and the first thing you see is like people eating. So have it more as an entrance feel, like here on the right where you can put your shoes away and maybe sit down somewhere. And as you can see, I did think of putting this little corner as a chimney area, but it just, for me, it made no sense. And then I thought maybe we could put like a little coffee corner, and then again that also made no sense because there's already a chimney up there. And because of that, I decided to just put the cooking corner around there anyway, because there's going to be a chimney. It goes up in like a little vent, and we can pretend that that's where the smoke goes outside. So yeah, you know what? Use your imagination. That's what Sims is for, right? Use your imaginations. That's why there's move objects. And around this time, I think I used a keybind that made me stop recording the screen. So I'm just kind of showing you the screenshots that I made of the kitchen, which looks very pretty in its greenish theme. And this is the living room. It looks sad now, but it won't be later on, I promise. That's the sitting room and / entrance area. So I thought that maybe if this person had guests coming over, they could just sit down and sit in that area. And this bathroom, it looks so pretty. So it's way better and way more suited for guests instead of having a second shower for your ghost best friend. So why do you need 2 showers if you're just going to be one person there? You could argue that if you're a couple and one person was showering in the first floor, then you can just use a shower in the second floor, but still that just makes you feel more like roommates than a couple, if you get what I mean. So anyway, and in a way there's kind of like a story here. So you can see that there's a very like fashionista style. At least I saw it when I was going through it, because this person had like a desk and I didn't know what they were doing. And then I realized while I was building, it's like, hey, they could be like this fashionista type of person, like a model or whatever. And they try to start off their life as like this blogger for fashion. And this was the only house that they could afford because I don't know. And then maybe they got super popular and they got a lot of money. And so they ended up using that money renovating this house because they liked where they were already, and instead of like finding a new place, they want to renovate this house because it's already cute anyway. It's built for them and not really built for anything else. And so it's just to take away that computer and use this video streaming thing that came with I don't remember which pack, but it exists in Sims now. And I switched out the bedroom to make it become like the studio where they do their builds, where they show out like different outfits and like YouTube shorts, and have like a really cute background and a nice cute mirror to just check out their outfit ideas and stuff. And I put the bedroom here because they need a bed. They need a place to sleep. Of course, I'm not that evil, okay? It's a little cute corner that is very pink. And I wanted to bring out the greenish theme that was going on downstairs and bring it upstairs, so it seems like it ties in. And this chair is just, it's not important. Trust me, I'm gonna delete it later because it's just gonna float and it's just gonna be annoying. So don't be excited about this chair. Trust me, you don't need to be. And here is the vanity makeup area. I want it to be a nice cute corner where she can get ready, or he can get ready and do their thing before they put on their outfits and before they start making their videos, and or where they can just start the day before they have to go outside into like this fashion model place or event that they're gonna go to. It's nothing really too special. It's just a little corner that your sim will get ready and put on their vanity, put on their makeup, put on their makeup on the vanity table. The one thing that I had a problem with in this room is figuring out the curtains. I don't know why it's so hard in this room. I think I wanted to go for something that's not too much because there's already a lot of patterns on the bed. So I think I wanted to go do something that is quite plain compared to everything else, because I wanted more patterns, but you know, it's gonna clash in style if there's a lot of patterns everywhere. Like for example, this carpet is gonna clash with the bed because there's a pattern on the bed, then there's gonna be a different pattern on the rugs, and your eyes are just gonna be so confused, and you don't want that. So we're just gonna use this nice cute white rug. Actually not white rug, cream rug. I realized what was missing is not the curtains, it's the wallpaper on this side of the room, which I think ties everything in, especially with, hold on, this one. The green matches with the green of the bed, and hold on, the yellow, the yellow curtains matches with the yellow part of the bed. And so I thought that was a really cute idea I did, and I really like that, so I deserve a pat on the back. Anyway, we're gonna do the curtains over this side, so at least there seems to be some type of privacy, especially when their Sims gonna be walking by and looking at your Sim through the window. Not that they do that, but I think when you become a celebrity in Sims 4, you're gonna have people looking in through the window, and that's still gonna be uncomfortable, even though your Sims might not think it is. But you yourself is gonna find that gross. So I decided to add curtains, so that peace of mind of thinking that, oh yeah, I have curtains, I can just close them. That's fine. And now in this little studio corner, I had so much fun with it, especially like trying to make it look more lived in, more decorated, and trying to find, okay, what would this person who would potentially live here want in their little fashionista corner when they're doing their videos. And of course, I wanted it to match the style of pink, green, yellow theme I'm going for in this build, apparently. There's a lot of pinks, there's a lot of oranges, green and type of yellows. Very pastel, I feel, especially up top here. Like this pink reminds me of Barbie. So I think that's kind of perfect in a way that this is like fashionista, because you look at Barbie as someone who does fashion. So why not? And it's just doing the finishing touches here in this little corner, and now trying to find what could go well on this wall. I thought first of like this, what's it called? Like a fashionista trendsetter mood board that they use, but then it made no sense for it to be there. Instead, why not just put it where the studio is anyway? And just putting here as if they're already in a successful YouTuber or a successful fashionista person, and that could be actually a picture or a fan-made picture of them with a signature and their all the certificates, all the awards that they've got. Now in this bathroom, I wanted to try something more different, something not black and white or the brown that I tend to go for, because brown just looks so good to me for some reason. Brown in bathrooms, especially when it's like brown tiles, that looks good to me for some reason. But when it's brown on the outside of the house, that does not. So that's very interesting. But I ended up not going away from it anyway, or I ended up going with black and white. Yeah, I ended up with black and white actually. And this is the thing that I really, really like to do, is to have the shower and a shower or a bathtub that's on a platform, because it feels more luxurious. And since it is going to be like a type of renovation, I thought, why not do that? Make it a little bit more luxurious looking in the bathroom. And that's the style I went for. And what I also wanted to go for is a place for this person to kind of have their zen moment, right? Take a bath, forget all the stress that's been going on in their lives, and just come into the bathroom. And this is the place where you can have your own spa day right at home. Because I'm guessing it's actually really stressful to be a fashionista type of person, because you're going to events all the time, you're figuring what should be the next trend for the next season, and why not give them a place to have a zen moment? I would love to have a place to have a zen moment, to just relax in and be in my bath with different oils and salt scrubs and things like that. Oh, that's just the life. All right, now the hard part for me when I was building was what to put in this foyer landing type of situation. It was kind of hard. Hold on, curtains. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. And it was like, well, we are trying to go for luxury. We're trying to go for renovated. So I thought maybe something that's like stone and green would definitely show that type of luxury lifestyle, I guess. And look what I do here. I think this is really cool. Just having the plant in the middle of that table. Pretty. I like it. And having a chandelier, the first thing you see when you come up and you see a chandelier, you definitely think, ooh, there's money here, right? And then there's plants on the wall, or fake plants on the wall, or like there's like this plant in front of stone. You definitely think luxury, you think money. At least that's what I think whenever I enter like this really fancy place where there's like stone and then there's like a plant on top or in front. I think, yeah. And so the only thing that needs to be tied up around in this area is probably a painting around there. And the painting that suits the mood of this place. And so, yeah, here I go deleting that seat because it was just floating and you don't need that. And just matching it to the bed matching the seat to the bed with the yellow, because we want to go with the theme that's going on. And the last thing here I was thinking about is that the kitchen kind of needs to have decoration. It's kind of customizable. So if you don't like the way that this was decorated, you can just change it to how you wish to be decorated. I tend to like more of a less cluttered kitchen than a cluttered kitchen. So if you like cluttered kitchen, then go ahead, clutter this place up. Be my guest. It can look good. I tend to not make it look good. Like a cluttered mess versus a clean clutter. Like a clutter that has meaning. I can't do it for some reason. It's just impossible for me to do. And so we're now just doing the last thing to fit in that little nook right between there, and maybe adding some lights. Oh, and in this seating area, I thought of maybe having that chairs where they could relax and just sit down with a book instead of just going to the TV area and watching the TV. So Now it's just doing the finishing touches of where do I put the lights and just finishing touches. Okay, so these are our two houses. On the left is the old one, on the right is the new one, which I am so happy about. I'm so happy how it looks. Okay, so on the left you can definitely see a very big difference from in the front. While it doesn't look that bad for, I guess, someone being 12, it's just, it doesn't really match. Nothing is very nothing blends in together. Like, you see the brown kind of stands out a lot, and this brown very stands out a lot too, and it's also two different kinds of, you know, browns, I guess. Meanwhile here it's more tied together. There's like black slates here, which matches the black roof, and the stone here matches the stone here, and the white matches the white, you know, trims and windows. And there's also a difference in style in the left here. Like, you see the windows is very modern looking, very big, very open, while this doesn't really look modernish. And also, I love this waterfall thing. I think it adds to it. I don't know what. It probably adds a type of luxury to modernity as well. All right. Now we obviously fixed this weird looking, just protruding little weird thing. Obviously changed it to like a chimney, which makes better sense, and it even ties the whole space together in my opinion. Like, just look at this. And obviously the window placements are so much better. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 windows over this side. Meanwhile here, granted it is a lot, but it looks way better. There's more variety for your eyes to look at instead of here where it's more symmetrical, I guess. And there's a difference with the stone here, which is contrasting and again tying in with where your eyes will catch the stone here on the left with the chimney. Anyway, I also really love this, where you can see your sim come up the stairs. I think that's really cool. Okay, now an overview for the first floor. Obviously, there's a very big difference here. Here, there's more color, I think. There's more, you can see a style compared to this, which, I don't know, something about it, it just doesn't seem right to me. Oh, the stairs are missing. But there's supposed to be stairs there. I promise you there's supposed to be stairs there. And I just switched it out to make it smaller here with, you know, something that your guest just needs a toilet and to wash their hands in, right? And a mirror. And here I left this space open because I didn't want to bring it in and have just an awkward space here outside. So you can just pretend that this can be like a storage area for maybe your sim has collected a lot of stuff and you don't know where to put it and you want to put it in real life, but there's just so much stuff. So just you can dump it in there, or you can add another door here if you want and have it in like an actual storage space that your sims actually use. It's up to you. Totally customizable. And obviously I switched the entrance here. You didn't see it in the speed build, but I did a thing that I'm very proud of. So this is just a normal cabinet, right? It's just a normal cabinet. But I added these little poofs or ottomans on top, so it feels like your sim can sit on it, put their shoes on, and then head out the door, or come in, sit down, put their shoes off. And so what I did is just pretty much get ottomans, size them down, use the 9 key, and just to raise them up into like the proper places that I need to be, and adjusted them to what I need them to be. Okay. And this is like a little seating area for when your sim has guests and to just sit in and just chat, have coffee, whatever. And I added this lamp right above this chair because I thought that this could be like a place where your sim can sit down in and read a book and just relax, really. And so here we have a kitchen area. I didn't want it to be a closed kitchen like I did here, where there's just a separator and just a weird island for some reason for a house that's just meant for one person. It makes no sense for there to be an island here. So I skipped the island part and added just, you know, a table to sit on, tea to relax in. And obviously I made it customizable for your sim to be able to put pictures here if they want to, because this is meant for like a creative sim, in my opinion. Alrighty, now on the top here in the foyer landing area, I don't know what you call this. Feels luxurious. It feels like it's your sim has, you know, made it and made a lot of money compared to this, which is very skinny and very sad. And Again, why with the wall lights?
What was my obsession with wall lights? Hold on. There's a lot of wall lights here as well. It's like I'm afraid to use just ceiling lights. Wall lights over here and a lot of light over here. And
yeah, that's it. And obviously here is the studio that I am very happy about. You know, I kept this because I thought it was very fitting for the fashionista type of style. And like, look, okay, so, your sim is making video and what's the background they see? This, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know. It's very exciting for me. Obviously you can see a more upgraded version of style here. And I really like what I did here. Anyway. And then you just a little scoot to the bedroom, which I really like. I know it's much smaller than over here, but in my opinion it fits better because your sim just needs a place to sleep. They probably spend most of their time doing their fashionista stuff anyway. And the bathroom that I'm very happy about as well. It's very cozy in my opinion, and I really like this from university. I wish they'd do more of this in different styles because this just doesn't fit. Can I actually just change this to black just so it fits better? You can change it to black when you download this. It just doesn't really fit the vibe. It's not very luxurious looking. I'd probably opted more with something that looks like this one. I really like this shower. For some reason, it just looks way better and more luxurious with, you know, handles instead. Anyway, it was a time. It was a time, and covered windows, by the way. So what's the point of having a shit ton of windows just to cover them up? Anyway, so that was that. But yeah, I'm just way happier with this build compared to how it looks back here. But yeah, if you liked this video, leave a like and comment what you thought, what you think was good in the left that I probably should have kept in the right, for example. Or which one you preferred, really. And subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!